Okay, recording. Um, so yeah, I didn't record the first time I did homework this summer because, well, one, my internet has been so bad. I'm not even gonna try streaming because it's just gonna be terrible. And second of all, well, I don't know. I wasn't sure. I'm not sure. I guess I just didn't feel like it before. But yeah, I'm just gonna record now because I feel like recording this homework session for some reason. As you can tell, it's 1 o'clock. It says I've done homework for 15 minutes. I really haven't done anything, but I count when I make my homework vlogs, and I count when I'm just working on stuff for school in general. I emailed my teammate, and we talked about just sending that email was part of the time, and looking at the instructions for a leadership assignment was part of it, and all that stuff. So, actually, I forgot to look at the instructions. I guess I'll do that now for the other individual assignment. So I'm very glad for my teammate, for my team assignment, for my team, I guess, and also for our assignment, because he found somebody to interview for the leadership thing, and he's going to do the interview himself. Oh, you know what I forgot? Oh, I totally forgot. I need to write 3 questions for that and then send them to him. Crap. Because he's going to do it today. He's going to do the interview today, and I need to send him 3 questions. Oh my gosh. I think I'm going to look at my old leadership assignment just to get some help on that, just to kind of help me with writing those questions, and also doing the assignment in general. But it's a good thing he's kind of taking the initiative, doing stuff. He found the leader. He's going to do the interview today, and he also said he's going to write one page out of our 2-page paper. So it seems like he's doing a little bit more than half of the work for this particular assignment. But I'm not really going to complain. I'm not going to I mean, it's kind of bad. Like, I should probably be like, oh, I'll do some more. I'll write the whole reflection paper. I don't know. I mean, doing the interview takes like 30 minutes at most, and finding the leader probably only took a few minutes, and then writing the paper is going to take like 2 or 3 hours. So, I mean, I guess it's somewhat fair that he also should write some of the paper, but I don't know. Anyways, so we're just going to take a look at our individual assignment that's due Saturday. Yeah, I was planning to do corporate finance homework, but so much for that. I have to write the 3 questions first, so darn. It shouldn't be that hard to write 3 questions. It's only going to take like 30 minutes at most. So it should be fine. Individual activity. Oh yeah, this assignment. I remember doing this assignment last time. This is actually somewhat easy. So take some self-assessments, then do the LinkedIn thingamajig. And then you have to answer really stupid questions for this assignment. I remember doing that assignment. I wonder how many points I got. I think I skipped a couple of the questions. But yeah, I'll actually answer the questions this time. So yeah, this is going to be a decently not that hard assignment to do. I'll at least answer the questions. Like, I don't have to answer them well. I'll just answer the questions, for crying out loud. Anyways. Okay, now we have to come up with 3 questions. Great. So those are the 7 questions. I'm going to take a look at my old questions, or my old assignment, which has old questions. Probably not going to be entirely transferable to this assignment, but maybe it will help a little bit. Leader. I think I gotta actually write the other part of the paper, because for the second part of the paper, you kind of have to know the guy you're talking to. I might have to tell that to my teammate. Like, actually, I think you might want to write the second part of it, because, like, it kind of requires you to know the person you're talking to. Because what it says is, like, you have to say the leadership traits you envy about the leader. I feel kind of bad, like, saying, actually, can you please do this part instead of the other part? But I don't know, I'll have to think about it a little bit first. But first, we have to write our questions. Let's see what questions I wrote. This was in February of this year. What does your job entail, and how does leadership factor into your job responsibilities? That one I could transfer to this assignment. I could transfer this one as well. I could literally just copy these 3 questions and use them. That's perfectly fine. Oh yeah, and so for the notes for this thing, I didn't take notes. What I did is just kind of summarize his answers here. Kind of curious. I kind of want to read through this. You know what's hilarious? Oh, you know what? He never did grade this assignment. I only wrote 1 page of reflection instead of 2 pages. Crap. Wow. I wrote 2 little paragraphs. Instead of 2 pages, I wrote 2 paragraphs. Nice job. I put like almost no effort into this assignment, actually. reading this back. So basically, I summarized his entire thing here. So I just said one thing I envy about him. That's literally the entirety of the second paragraph. Wow. I really put like no effort into this thing. I really want to know what my grade would have been. I bet he would have taken tons of points off for this, but I can't believe how little effort I put into this. Honestly, I mean, yeah, it's believable that I put so little effort in, but like that is very, very, very little effort. Well, I better put some effort into it this time because it's a team assignment now, so my teammate will be affected by it if I don't do well. Okay, that was a pretty good interview. I mean, I learned some. I don't think I really learned anything new, but that was some valuable information that was communicated from this guy that I interviewed. I mean, maybe I think I know this stuff, but I don't really know it now. I kind of think I know what I'm supposed to do. I just don't really do it. Don't have any opportunity to be a leader anyways because I'm never around people. I'm always by myself, basically. I don't have a job. When I did have a job, I was literally by myself the entire time, so I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna copy and paste these 3 questions. Yeah, I'm just gonna email them to him. It's easier to email than to text for this position here, so. Three. Alright, I'm just gonna text him to let him know I sent the email. Because he says he's more comfortable with texting than with emailing, so. Okay. Alright, that's done. That didn't take very long. Okay. And then he's gonna like text me and be like, actually one of these I already came up with that one, so can you come up with a new one? It's fine. And, now we actually are gonna start on corporate finance. Oh, you know what? I'm trying to think, should I you know what, I'm gonna send him a message and ask him if he's okay with doing the second paragraph instead, because I feel like it would be better. This is gonna be fun to text this whole thing. I want to email it, but he said he prefers texting, so. Not the right one. Human resource management. How did you like that soundtrack? I've actually been listening to the same soundtracks for like the past few months. I'm glad they're lasting this long. But yeah, I'm gonna get sick of them eventually. But so far, I haven't gotten sick of them. It's pretty interesting. But I have like an infinite amount of music. There's like an infinite amount of new music out there to find. It's just sometimes it's hard to find it. But yeah, there's quite a few fan-made Toho soundtracks. So hopefully there's a bunch of good ones in there. The ones I've found so far are pretty good. I hope he isn't too mad with my suggestion, because like I feel bad for trying making him do. Well, I'm not making him do anything, but I feel bad for like telling him to do that part instead, because of like he's been kind of doing all the work up to this point. But on the, I just feel like it would be so much better. If he knows the guy really well, it would be much better. He would be much better suited to answer this part than me. So I literally don't know the guy. So how could I envy stuff about somebody who I don't know? I mean, I didn't know the guy I interviewed before, but at least I had interviewed him and whatnot. But anyways, okay. Hopefully that's okay. Finally, we're gonna start on corporate finance, and you know, I kind of realized with my experience last semester, I'm pretty sure chapter 4 is going to be pretty difficult. It's going to be like the most difficult chapter. which is awesome. But at least I've done it before, so it should be not quite as difficult, but still pretty difficult. In fact, I do have a Word document that has a bunch of stuff in it relating to Chapter 4, but we'll see. I'm going to take a look at... Oh yeah, I was going to do the practice quiz first, but it's probably going to be all the same stuff I did before. And if I skim over it and it looks like that, then I have quite a bit of work to do today. I wonder if I'm talking a lot like Zach Schaumler. Oh man, I hope I'm not like turning into a carbon copy of Zach Schaumler with the way I'm talking. I mean, I really like the guy. He's very interesting. I just don't want to. I don't want to like unknowingly like imitate somebody. It's kind of weird. Wait, I just did it. Okay. You know how I just said I like the guy, but blank? That's exactly what Zach Schaumler does all the time. Oh my goodness. And guess what? He says, oh my goodness, a lot too. Oh man. Dude. Well, I guess it's happened. I can't escape it. Oh man. Whoops, I just something right in front of the left. What was the times interest earned ratio? Yeah, I think it's all the same questions. I'm not even going to look at it. It's got to be the same questions. There's like 30 questions. This is going to be great. You know what's the problem with this layout? It doesn't actually tell you how to solve the questions. Unlike the course last semester, when it does show you how to solve the questions. Uh-oh, this is not good. I hope there's a... I hope that there's... I don't think there is going to be stuff like that. I don't think that stuff is going to be there. Not good. Let's go to the chapter 1 homework. Go to the cent gauge or whatever the thing is, and make sure. Let's see if we can access all that content that was there with the other guy, the other professor. Stop it. What the heck? Okay. Should have clicked my courses. Oh no, it's gonna make me sign in. I bet I don't even know my password. Oh, never mind. Hurry up. Can't do stuff. I have access to the old course. No way! I have access to the old course. It's right here. I thought I wouldn't be able to. Wow, this is great. I get access to everything. Probably the new course doesn't have all this stuff here. Let me just double check. But I can use it to figure out how to solve these questions. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's here. There's homework. Wait a sec, where's the test or exam? It must not be within here. It must be separate. Like, if we open up the exam, it's probably not going to show up anyways. But... Wait, what? It says you can take the quiz right here, but it's not letting me. But yeah, so basically this is different because But it's probably very similar to the test. I remember taking the test for this class. It was basically similar to all the practice questions, I think. So. Oh wait, did I ever take the test? Hold up. Maybe I never did take the test. I don't think I did take it. Yeah, he never opened it up for me to take, so actually I don't know what the exam's going to look like. I hope it looks like all the questions we've been doing up to this point. We'll have to see. But yeah, the homework stuff is here. The quiz, the test is here. So, but anyways, I wish a professor had sent some more messages. Maybe I could ask him something, but like the exam, is it going to be similar questions to the homework, similar questions to the study stuff here? Both? I don't know. But yeah, this is huge because the fact that I can access the old course is such a huge advantage for me. Because, yeah, technically I could learn all this stuff by reading through the textbook, but a much easier way to do it is to use the materials given in the course that I had last semester, which kind of gives me an advantage over every other student in the class. Might be a little unfair. I wonder if the professor would let you, if you messaged the professor and was like, hey, do you think we could have access to all this stuff from, like, all this stuff here? Like, maybe he would give you access to it somehow. I don't know, but whatever. I'm gonna use it. I don't think there's really an ethical problem with using this stuff. So we're gonna be looking at chapter 4. I remember this took several hours for me to do before. This is gonna suck. Probably won't take as long though, because of the fact that I've already done it. Oof. Okay, so if you go down to, here's the key. You go down to practice and prep, and then you go to the adaptive test prep analysis of financial statements. This. Oh, guess what, folks? Analysis of financial statements. What's my course studying next week? Financial statement analysis and business valuation. That's chapter 4 of corporate finance is basically the entirety of the course of one of my other classes. That's pretty cool. I hope you can hear my voice. Yeah, I think you can, because obviously you'll be able to hear this. This thing is showing up, so that means my voice is heard. Good job. It's going to be quite a long day, honestly. Wait a minute, but Chapter 4 homework might not be... I'm going to take a look at Chapter 4 homework and see if it's like we have to do a bunch of problems and stuff. Like, because if we don't have to do a bunch of problems and stuff, I might skip doing that stuff initially so I can save time for today. I don't feel like doing everything, like tons and tons of stuff today. You get unlimited takes, I'm pretty sure, right? So, it's okay. So it seems that we have 5 problems here. Instead of 30, we have 5. But they are just little problems. So just 5 problems instead of 30. Ooh, boy. So this is a lot of math stuff. I'm pretty good at math stuff, but it's gonna take a bit of time to figure out stuff. Whoa! What is this question, dude? Oh, this is a long question. Four questions are easy, and then there's one really long question. But ebook. Can you? It shows you what section each question's from, huh? This is from 4.1? What? You would think this is not from. This is from like 4.5 or 4.6 or something. Like, if you look at this practice, how many questions are they gonna have? Is it exactly 30? Oh, come on, dude. Really? Stop it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do all 30 questions today of the review thingy. It's gonna take forever. I'll do that in preparation for the test. Maybe. Oh, well, yeah, probably. I don't want to bomb it. I don't want to fail the test just because I didn't study enough stuff. So I'm gonna have to do that stuff to study for the test. And if it turns out I didn't have to do that stuff, I don't have to do it in the future. But what I'm going to do is open MindTap. Can I open this page in a new tab? Gotta be kidding. Wait, it might not work now. Okay, we're gonna go. What's the fastest way to get there? Home? Courses. Courses is the fastest way. Click this. My voice is. I'm gonna lose my voice after if I keep talking this much. So. How many questions are there? Total available questions 34. It's weird. The one. What was I doing? So the practice one test had 30 questions. This practice thing has 34 questions. And there are 10 sections of chapter 4. I don't know why the last question, which is the hardest question, is from 4.1. It's kind of weird. I don't think that's accurate. I don't think that's even accurate. So, I don't think I'm allowed to have both tabs open at the same time. It wouldn't let me do that. I'm going to try to do it, but it probably won't let me. I want both of them open at the same time, though, so I can do the questions. Okay, hopefully this keeps working. So, chapter 1 is from 4.6, chapter 2, so maybe this is accurate. I just don't know why question 5 would be such a long question, but it's just from 4.1. That doesn't seem to make sense to me. Because 4.1 is usually just like an introduction or whatever. I don't think that's accurate. Let me take a look at 4.1 on here. 10, there's only one available question. Yeah, this doesn't seem accurate. There's only one question. Analyzing financial statements to help appraise a firm's financial position and strength is called ratio analysis. It was correct. Yeah, no, this is not accurate at all. What the actual heck, dude? Or is it? Maybe it is. Because, I don't know. Oh, man. Alright, so we're gonna open up our Word document from before. Let's see if we can even find it. Look at my desktop, it's so nice. Usually what I do is, if I have a new folder or file, I just put it on the desktop, and then when the desktop gets filled, then I organize everything and delete everything off the desktop, and then I just keep repeating that over and over again. But let's see, so we should be able to find it in pictures. Actually, maybe not pictures, I think it's a document, never mind. Well, there are some pictures related to it though, because why is there no folder called corporate finance stuff? I thought it would be here, but it's not. Is it in documents? Are there any embarrassing stuff here? There's me cutting off my beard like millions of years ago. A year ago, actually. That was a year ago. Did I ever talk about COVID in that video at all whatsoever? Not sure. Maybe I did. I'm so embarrassed by that video now. Are there any embarrassing photos here? I don't see any. What am I doing? Beard, camera, what? Comparing classes. What? Comparing classes. What? Oh, I see what this is. I know what this is. I was trying to compare schedules and create my schedule for last semester, I think. Interesting. So I think I tried to create a schedule where every class ended before, like, 2 o'clock. So that's why I did that. So, math stuff. That's when I was taking calculus. That's not what I need. Saved pictures. No, nothing. School stuff. Oh, that's where it is. Okay, so I have a separate folder for school stuff, and now in that folder is the corporate finance stuff. Okay. So here is it. There were so many of them, but I put them in a Word document, so actually that's more efficient. Corporate finance. Oh, I saw it. Here we go. So unfortunately, this Word document doesn't contain everything that you need to know. I'm not sure how that is the case, but it just doesn't, so. Or maybe it does. I don't know. Those are a couple of questions that were from the chapter. And I think I maybe did add everything I needed into this document already. So maybe that's good. What the heck is this? It looks like these are 5 answers to questions. This isn't for chapter 4, a future value thing. That's chapter 5 or more. What? Alright, hopefully everything I need is here. So I guess we'll just answer these questions now. Let's see if I know how to do it. A company has an earnings per share of 270, book value per share of that, and a market to book ratio of that. What is the price to earnings ratio? So this one, you have to use your knowledge of a bunch of equations to figure out the answer to solve for price over earnings. So did I have like any hints for this question here or not? Well, we obviously need to know what all the ratios are, so I guess I'll write those down first. I'm going to actually authentically solve this question without trying to look up how to do it. Because last time I think I just looked up how to do it, but if I actually try to solve it myself, it'll make me learn it better. Good job. So, earnings per share. So there are equations for earnings per share. So what is earnings per share? I hope this is not one of the ones that was skipped. I think this is one of the ones that was skipped. I hate my life. Why? Why doesn't it have earnings per share? Why? I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay. We'll copy and paste it from a different document, which is management accounting. I remember this and being very frustrated by this last time. They don't have one of the most important ratios you need in the textbook. Like, what? Maybe it was in the textbook, I just missed it, but man. Which one was it? I think this. Here it is. God. Maybe it's not useful though. Maybe it's not useful for this question, but you know what? Let's just assume it's not useful for this question. Like maybe there's a reason they don't have it in there. If there is a reason for that, then we will assume that the only information we need is the stuff they already gave us, which is earnings per share. I found it somewhere. Here it is. So I don't feel like using an eraser. Too bad. If that's the case, if I don't feel like using this eraser on this pencil, then why the heck am I using a pencil? I'll use a pen. Okay. So, price to earnings ratio equals price per share divided by earnings per share. So that's one of the things involved in here. So we need to know something that we don't know. So did they give us information that can help us figure this out? We need to know the price per share and the earnings per share. So if they say the book value per share is this, that must be the price per share. So price per share equals 27.81. So now we need to know the earnings per share. How do we figure out earnings per share? Oh wait, I'm an idiot. This is the easiest question on earth. They gave us the earnings per share. This is not complicated. This is like easy. Okay, never mind. I'm stupid. 2.7. So all you have to do is... I'm so stupid. This is not complicated in the slightest. All you have to know is what the ratio is, and then they give you the numbers to plug into the equation. Oh my gosh. 10.3. It's literally 10.3. 10.30, I guess, because they want 2 decimal places. 3 resets the number pad 3 resets the live split timer, so it's fine. 10.30. Oh my god, how is this wrong? I did everything correctly. How are you? Ooh, boy. I know why it's wrong. Because they decided to do something extremely stupid for rounding. You know what they did? They were like, round the stock price. Actually, no, never mind. They did everything correctly. What? I don't get this. How is this wrong? It's 27.81 divided by 2.7. The price is that. Oh, I know, because there's something else going on here that I'm not taking into account. So I assumed that the book value per share is equal to the price per share, right? But the price per share might be actually like the market value or something. I don't know. Okay, this is useless. What do they mean by price per share? That's the market price, not the book price, idiot. Okay, so that's a market to book ratio. Now, here's the question, folks. Where the heck is that? Do I even have that on here? Maybe it's just self-explanatory. Maybe that's why I don't have it on here. So I think I know what I'm supposed to do. So this is wrong. The price per share is actually not 27.81. Okay. Whoops. So the market to book ratio is the market book ratio is equal to the market price, MP, divided by the book value. And they gave us the book value. The book value is equal to 27.81. The market book ratio is 2.8. So here's how you solve this. You want to figure out what the market price is, and to do that, the market price is equal to the MBR times the book value. And that means you just multiply this number by this number. So I'm actually figuring it out myself, unlike last time when I just memorized how to do it. So this is good. So the market value, the market price, instead of being 27, it's actually 77.868. And now I can do the calculation, price per share divided by earnings per share. So 77, this divided by 2.7. And the real answer to the question is 20. Well, I don't need to write it down. Next time I won't write it down. 28.84. So all you need to know for this question is what the price to earnings ratio is. And you need to know that the market to book ratio is just literally the market price divided by the book value. So that's not that difficult to know. Question 2. So now a firm has a profit margin of 7% and an equity multiplier of 1.3. Its sales are $130 million and has a total assets of $78 million. What is the return on investment? Return on equity. Okay. Well, what is return on equity? Well, if we take a look at our cheat sheet here. Wait, what is this? The key is, I'm assuming we have to memorize all this crap, which is going to suck. The return on equity is equal to net income divided by common equity. Common equity. Common equity, kind of a weird thing there, but I think I know what that is. So, so we need to know two parts of the fraction: the net income and common equity. We know what the net income is. Net income is equal to sales divided by something. So net income is equal to sales times profit margin. So do we know the sales? We know the sales. The sales is equal to $130 million. Do we know profit margin? Yes. The profit margin is equal to 0.07. So now we know the net income. How do we find common equity? I know how to find common equity. I think we need to know the equity multiplier. So how do you come up with an equity multiplier? So equity multiplier equals, let's look at these equations. So we know what the equity multiplier is. It's the return on investment. It's the return on assets times, or it's the return on equity divided by return on assets. But we're trying to solve for return on equity. We don't know return on equity. But another way to write equity multiplier is total assets divided by total common equity. But the question is, I don't think they gave us total common equity. Oh, but they did give us equity multiplier. How the heck? What's the most efficient way to freaking solve this question? Maybe the net income thing was completely useless. I don't know. But we're supposed to use this DuPont equation probably to solve it. Yeah, I kind of got it partially correct because I was looking at this part of the DuPont equation. So basically, we have a DuPont equation and we need to solve the equation. So we have every piece of information we need. So we just look at this equation and see which stuff do we have and which stuff do we do not have. So we have profit margin, so we don't actually need the net income thingy at all. We don't need that. So ROE equals, okay, let's just make sure we have stuff before we write it down. Do we have
on total asset turnover. We do, because we know the sales and the total assets. They told us total assets. So we have to write down that. And then for equity multiplier, they gave us the number. So yeah, we have everything. So return on investment equals the profit margin. The profit margin is 0.07. Is it multiplied everything together? Yes. So the next one's a fraction. I'll make it bigger. So the next part of the equation is sales divided by total assets. So the sales is 130 million. Total assets of 78 million. The equity multiplier is 1.3. So that's a pretty straightforward question. All you have to do is look at the DuPont equation. So how many zeros are in that? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm pretty stinking lucky to have a graphing calculator. It makes my life so much easier for these classes where I do math problems and stuff. Okay, I got an answer for return on equity. I'll write it down just in case it's wrong. Wait, if it was wrong, then obviously I wouldn't need the answer. That is my life. 0.15. But they want it as a percentage. 15.17. Watch it be wrong after all this work I just did. Oh, it's right. Okay. Now this one is potential misuses of return on equity. My voice is getting tired. Baker Industries net income is blah. Its interest expense is blah, and its tax rate is blah. Notes payable equals blah. Long-term debt equals blah, and common equity equals blah. The firm finances with only debt and common equity. So it has no preferred stock. What are the firm's return on equity and our return on, what does that stand for? Return on, I wish I knew. I feel like I is invested or something. I don't know. The return on invested capital. Oh. Oof. Okay. Return on equity, we have lots of different ways to figure out return on equity. So if you just look at this equation, it's net income divided by common equity. So there's lots of different equations for return on equity. Let's see if we can use the simplest equation. The net income divided by common equity. What's the net income? We have that. What about common equity? Well, we have common equities. So, I mean, we can use that equations. Net income divided by common equity. It's pretty simple. You just do this divided by this and get the answer for that. So 25,000 divided by 240,000. You get 10.42%. So I guess we can check our work already. Nice. Easy question. Wait, this is going to be the simplest question ever. Return on invested capital is the EBIT times 1 minus T divided by total invested capital. The earnings before interest and taxes. Uh-oh. I think I know how you do that. I don't remember how to do this question. I think I remember doing this before and messing it up because I didn't know how the tax rate number was made or how you're supposed to use the tax rate number. I tried to figure it out before, couldn't, so I just looked up how to do it. I don't want to waste my time trying to figure out this question if I can't figure it out myself. So the earnings before interest and taxes is your sales. Wait. Does it even have like a definition of that? I mean, it's just like your earnings, but you don't subtract. It's basically net income plus the taxes plus the interest. But how do you calculate tax rate? It's 45% of everything. It's 45% of what was left over. Okay, but I don't know if they want me to do that. I'm just going to look up how to do it. It's just faster this way. Okay, what section? 4.8. Hello? Oh my god. I hate my life. There are no questions from 4.8? I remember this question, so obviously there's a question. What? This is such stupid bull crap. You gotta be kidding me right now. Where is this question from? It's gotta be from 4.7, right? It's gonna be fun to try to find this question. This is annoying. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can find an exact copy of this question or something similar to it. By doing this, it's going to be extremely annoying to have to do this, but oh, come on, work. I hate my life and I have to reopen it. Dang it. Load. I don't know why they don't give you like instructions on how to do the question. My life is great. Oh man, you can't just scroll through the questions. Oh, you can scroll through the questions. Watch. This is what I need to do anyways. How long is this going to take to find this? Try to skip stuff. I don't think we had a question that was like this question. I thought we did though. Ugh, come on. Wait just a minute here. It turns out, ooh, you can't have both open at the same time. I love everything. Didn't save my work. I hate my life. You can't have both open at the same time. Come on. This is the issue with this. It refreshes the page, but thankfully, that's why I have to use the stopwatch instead of the timer. But I guess the stopwatch makes more sense at this point because I'm not even timing my. I'm not trying to do like 3 hours of homework. I'm just doing timing. I'm just timing how long it takes. Please tell me you saved my work. Okay, fine. If you look at the ratio for a return on invested capital, it tells you stuff, but I'm not sure how to solve the question still. How do you calculate EBIT? Do they even tell you what the EBIT is? Or how to get to EBIT or whatever? You can use a bunch of different things to get to it. Do they tell you any of that crap? So you can use the times interest earned ratio to get to it. But they don't tell you that, so don't use that. They don't tell you the operating margin. But basically, the EBIT is earnings before interest and taxes. Or it's basically the net income plus interest plus taxes. But they give you the tax rate, not the taxes. And the tax rate is 45% of whatever you earned before. So do you have to do all this complicated stuff just to get EBIT? How are you supposed to solve this question? How do they want you to solve the question?
Are there any questions that are related to that? Oh yeah, guess what? The only way to... Okay, here's what I'll do. I wish it would tell you what section it's from. Sometimes. They won't show you how to do it unless you answer every single question, so dang it. This is going to take forever. This is going to take forever. Oh, this is... No, I'm not doing this. Are there any other definitions of ROIC? They give you... Do they give you total invested capital? How the heck? Why can't you tell me how to do it? Why do they say it's from 4A? It's not from 4.8. Do they still talk about ROIC at all whatsoever? Guess what, folks? They don't! How are you supposed to... They're like, oh, this is from 4A, even though they don't say the word ROIC a single time in that stinking section. They don't say the word ROIC ever in that section, and yet they reference that as the one you're supposed to look at? What the heck? Total invested capital equals debt plus equity. Well, that's something I need to know. I don't know. It's not there.
TIC is equal to debt plus equity. I would like to know how to calculate EBIT though, so dang it. Everything is everything. There's no index. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I love everything because there's no index in the textbook. I bet I have the old notes from how to solve this question. I guess I'm only going to answer the question that actually is the question. I love bullcrap. I know how to do it not. Four, 5. Let's see. Is it in 4, 5? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt the question is here. Here. So for this question, they already told you what EBIT was, so too bad. Wait, we can figure out how they got to EBIT though. So basically we have sales minus cost of goods sold is equal to gross profit. Wait. And then subtract selling expenses and general administrative expenses, you get earnings before interest and taxes. Then you minus the interest expense, you get earnings before taxes. Then you subtract 40% of that number. Then you get net income. Is that what they want you to do? Apparently it is. Maybe that's what you're supposed to do or something. You're supposed to use the fact that you know the tax rate and you know net income, so you're supposed to use those numbers to come up with the EBT, and then you're supposed to add interest expense to get EBIT. So blah. But isn't there an easier way to do it? Because I thought I've had to do this stuff before. By the way, yeah, that type of question wasn't in this section, so yes. Isn't there an easier way to do this question? I thought there was supposed to be an easier way to do it. Do you use like the times interest earned ratio or something? Here's the problem, you moron. You don't know EBIT and you don't know times interest earned ratio, so you can't solve the question using that. Ugh. So here's how you solve the question, as far as I could tell. EBIT equals net income plus taxes plus interest. Taxes is equal to 0.4 times EBT. EBT is equal to net income plus taxes. Why are they making you do complicated algebra? I don't even know how else you're supposed to do this question.
Maybe I'll message the professor or something. I don't know. Maybe I should make one more effort to try to find the question here. You know what? Here's what takes less effort. I think these two things are both taking a lot of effort. I don't know which one takes less effort, but I feel like if I look through every single question here, I'll be able to find the one that relates to it and then see what their method is. And I'm pretty sure their method is easier than my method because my method is taking forever. It's using a ton of algebra and stuff. So create new test. This sucks, but I have to do this. It's going through literally all 34 questions and then trying to find the one that has what I need. Instead of looking at them to see, it's probably not that one. It could be that. If it could be it, then I'll just answer it. If it's any question that's like a number question, then I'll assume that could be it. That's the easiest way to do it. Wait, that's probably not it. Okay, now we have to see if I can find the way to do the question. I better not have skipped questions by accident. I better not have. Okay, I think I found it. Maybe. So this is not the exact same question, but it's basically, it gives you the net income. It gives you the interest charges, the sales, tax rate, and the profit margin. My question, but they don't tell you EBIT when you need to know EBIT. So that's basically the gist of it. They give me net income, interest expense, and tax rate. Notes payable. Is that useful information? Notes payable? Oh, I think that's for the other side of the equation. Like, you need to know EBIT, and you also need to know the debt plus equity, so that's for the other part of it. So this is the question I was looking for. So the way they do it is they first calculate EBT, and then they calculate EBIT. So I'm going to see if the way I was doing it before kind of leads to this, but the way I was doing it basically is the way to derive the formula that they use. They used a formula here. What I was doing was I was deriving the formula. So maybe if I'm going to like derive the formula actually. So taxes equals the tax rate
multiplied by the EBT. And the EBT is equal to net income plus taxes. So EBT equals, substitute. So you do NI plus TR times EBT, and then EBIT. EBIT equals EBT plus I. So EBIT equals EBT plus I. EBT equals NI plus TR times EBT. And that doesn't seem to be the way they used it. They did the net income divided by 1 minus the tax rate. So but I did the net income plus tax rate times EBT. What? So they did 60,000 divided by 1 minus the tax rate. Oh, I understand this now, because I understand you have to solve for EBT, and there's an EBT, there's a term for EBT right there. I get it. So you do EBT minus EBT times TR equals NI. And in this particular question, he didn't know net income. He had to calculate it. And then you take out EBT from both terms. EBT times 1 minus TR equals NI. Finally, you solve for EBT, and you get NI divided by 1 minus TR, and that's the equation that they used. So this is the problem with this homework question, is you have to do tons of algebra to solve the question. But in their solution for this particular question, they don't do any algebra. They just they just tell you they tell you the equation. EBT is equal to net income divided by 1 minus the tax rate. But guess what? That wasn't even in the textbook. I don't think that was in the textbook. So you're supposed to derive that yourself? Why? How do they expect students to know how to do that? Unless maybe they did talk about it in the textbook, but I have no idea if they did. I'm not going to read through the textbook to try to figure out if they talked about that or not. So here's the answer to my question. Is there an easy way to do this? Not really, unless you memorize the fact that EBT equals NI divided by 1 minus TR. If you memorize that, then you don't have to do a bunch of algebra. So I guess I'll do that. I'll make sure I need to memorize that. So I remember doing that before. I remember doing this question before and being so confused, and I don't know how I wasn't able to figure it out the algebra and whatnot, or maybe I just didn't even try. That was a fun soundtrack. Now let's go to this intro. It's already 3 o'clock. I love when programs are not responding. So here's how you solve the question. What is ROIC? ROIC equal. Oh yeah, here's another confusing thing about these questions. The way they use the word debt is so weird to me. They don't use debt as in total liability. The word debt for them means something else. What? Hello? What? I thought debt was just equal to total liability, but no, it's not. So I don't know if they talked about that in the textbook. That was something that extremely confused me before. I was like, I thought debt was just equal to total liability. All liability is debt. That's what the definition of the word liability is. The definition of the word liability is debt. So what the heck? Why would they use a different definition? We have to realize that debt does not just mean total liability in this textbook or in the world, apparently. I mean, I guess technically not all liabilities are debts. I don't know. Because, like, you could have liabilities that does not entail you owing money to somebody. It entails you owing a service to them, I guess. That's not debt. That's not... If you owe a service to somebody instead of owing them money, is that the reason why I was confused? Like, I thought every type of liability was considered debt. Who knows? I'm not reading the whole stinking textbook to figure that out. Because it's a waste of my time. All of these classes are a waste of my time because I hate this. I thought I would like corporate finance because it's more math stuff, but it's a long, ginormous, long textbook. I'm not reading the whole thing. It's just more efficient if you tell me the things I need to study instead of giving me a giant long thing, and now I have to memorize everything in there, and then you're only going to test me on specific things. Thanks for wasting everybody's time. Just tell me what I need to study. Don't make me search for random stuff. Well, actually, no. It's not searching for random stuff. Don't make me read and study and memorize huge amounts of information and then only test me on like half or less than half of that information. Because you're wasting my time. I mean, it's already taken me 3 hours to do this assignment. I'm not even done with the assignment. I didn't read the textbook at all. I'm 2 hours and 30 minutes in, and I'm only on question 3 of this assignment, and that's without reading the textbook. If I had read the textbook, it would have taken 20 hours. I don't know if it would have taken 20 hours to read the whole thing, but to read read the entirety of chapter 4, how long would that have taken? 5 hours? So we finally know how to solve for EBIT. EBIT is equal to NI divided by 1 minus DR plus I. And it took 5 years for me to figure out that fact. I love everything. Net income is equal to 25,000. One minus 0.4. No, 0.45. Interest, 5,000. So we have, that better be right. That better be freaking right. EBIT was 50,454.55. Now we need the total invested capital. Total invested capital is equal to debt plus equity. TIC is equal to debt plus equity. Did they tell us debt and equity? They told us notes payable. Does that count as debt? You would think it is, because a note payable means that you get a loan from a bank. So maybe they don't. So maybe, like, stuff, if they owe employees money, that isn't counted as debt. Because, I don't know, they don't count employee. If they owe a supplier money, or if they owe employees money, they don't count that as debt. In the word debt, in the way they define it. So, whatever. But you would think notes payable is debt. So that's two types of debt right there. Notes payable, long-term debt. So their total debt should equal 80,000 plus 25,000. Because short-term debt, notes payable could be short or long-term. I love everything. So if you just add the three numbers that they told you, it's 25,000, 80,000, 240,000. Why can't they just tell you how to freaking solve the question anyways? They're like, feedback. Yeah, there's so much feedback. You just told me whether the answer was right or not. Nice feedback. And then they tell you, they reference the textbook, and guess what? The section they reference, that's not where you're supposed to go to solve this question. Very helpful. 8.04. Like, this took forever to do this question. Imagine how long it would take me to do 30 questions. Okay, 4. What is the price of a share of the company's common stock? That means the market price. This was very similar to a different song. I think, you know? This one was made by Ryu. But none of the songs were made by Ryu. So they must be different people, but they made songs that sound very similar. I love wasting my time, so we're going to now try to figure out which song sounds similar to this song. I love lag. Which one of these is it? It might be one of these. This one. Listen to this and don't you think it sounds similar to the other one? I think it's just the instrument and the fact that it's like trills. It's the same instrument and it's like doing trills. That's probably the reason I thought they were by the same person. But they're not. Ha! Why am I saying ha? The interesting thing about this soundtrack right here, I looked through every single name. Every single song was made by a different person, except there's one person who made 2 songs. But every single one is made by a different person. How is that even possible? That's a ton of people. So even though they're made by the same people, it kind of fits together quite well. Stop! You know the stockholders' equity. You know the price to earnings ratio. What is useful about that? You know that the price to earnings ratio, which is the result of the price per share divided the market price per share divided by the earnings per share. You know the common shares outstanding. You know the market to book ratio. You know the market value of total debt. What does that even mean? What is cash and investment? cash and equivalents to cash totaling this much, and the EBITDA equals $3 billion. Well, so the price of a share of the company's common stock, guess what? That equals the market price. So you know 2 out of 3 things you need to know. No, actually, I don't know if they want you to use the price to earnings ratio to solve the question. If you were to use the price to earnings ratio to solve the question, which you would assume you would be using it because they gave you that, I don't see why not. I mean, you need to know you're trying to solve for price per share, so that means you're supposed to try to solve, you're supposed to know what the earnings per share is. Are you supposed to somehow figure out the earnings per share? Well, they tell you EB. What is the EBITDA? What? This is very unhelpful. I don't know why I did this, but I just copied. Is this all the same picture? What is EV divided by EBITDA? Apparently you can know how to solve for EV. I guess you can solve for book value per share and then, but what the heck is EBITDA? Did I even write it down? I love being a stupid idiot for not writing it down. What is EBITDA? What is oh my god, can I stop? Mate, it's got to be earnings before interest, taxes, and then D and A. What is D and A? Debt and F, and what is A? No, I don't know if it's debt. Well, let's see if their stupid, idiotic thing is actually correct and how to get there. Let's see here. What is EBI? Am I on question 4 or 5? I'm on question number 4. Time to take forever. Stop. Click it. Click it. Stop. 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 Oh no. My internet is great. If this section is from 4.6, then I should be able to figure out the answer to that question. So, let's see here. What is EBITDA? How about you explain that to me now? Oh, you're supposed to read chapter 3 to figure out what that is. Okay. What is the earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization? Well, did they tell you that? Yes. Maybe they don't actually, you didn't need to know the definition of that because they already told you what the value of that is. Maybe that's completely irrelevant to the first part of the question, and I just wasted my entire life on this. What am I trying to do again? I'm trying to find the market price. Maybe this EBITDA thing is only for the second part of the question. I'm just wasting my time. That's probably what's happening right now. Oh, market price. Guess what? Maybe it's the same thing as before. The book. Wait, they don't think they told you market to book value. So how the heck are you supposed to solve the question? Oh, they did tell you the market to book ratio, so I've just been wasting my life this whole time. I love everything. What you're trying to find is MP. You have BV and MBR, so I'm stupid. MP is equal to MBR times BV. That's literally all I had to do this whole time but it took me 20 minutes to figure this out. Wait, I don't think they told you book value. Oh, wow, I love everything. Oh. The book value of the share. What is the book value of the share? How do you calculate the book value? It's common equity divided by shares outstanding. What is the stinking common equity? Well, apparently, the common equity is 5.25 billion. I'm going to say everything angrily from now on. 5,250,000,000. What's the denominator of book value? Well, shares outstanding. Their number of shares outstanding is 42 million. So their book value is equal to 125. So now I multiply 2.4 times 125 and you get the answer of 300. I love my internet connection. Internet connection is great. That is the reason why I'm not streaming. The stream would have ended by now if I was streaming. Because paying good money for your internet, for terrible internet, is just the way to do things around here. We literally had to just change our internet service provider because our previous internet sucked. And yet, even though we changed to a different one, it still sucks. But it's still better than our old internet. Because our old internet was like satellite internet or whatever, which is basically a fancy way of saying terrible, terrible internet where they only give you like 10 gigabytes of data for it. Whereas this one gets you like hundreds of gigs. So like, who the heck would get the other bad internet? I don't even know why they even exist in this world. But this internet still sucks because, as you can see, it's being terrible, and I can't even live stream because of it. And guess what? My 1340 world record speed run was completely ruined because I was streaming it, and my internet stopped working in the middle of it. It was wonderful. How to do this? I think you have to calculate what EV is. It's the market value of equity plus the market value of total debt plus the market value of other financial claims minus cash and equivalents. What is the market value of equity? Well, I'm assuming it's 5.25 billion. Then you add market value of total debt, 5 billion. Then you add the market value of other financial claims. Well, do they say anything about other financial claims? Now you subtract the cash and equivalents, 303 million. And the the EV is equal to a giant number, and you do that number divided by 3 billion. 3 blah 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 blah. And you get an answer of 3.31. And that took like 30 minutes to do one question again. And I got it wrong! Yay! What? It says market value of other financial claims. What does that even mean? What is market value of other financial claims? Is that something I'm missing? I just assumed that they didn't say anything else. Come on. Where's the market value of other? Stop it. What is there? They put a 0 right there. Everything is everything. How the heck did I do this wrong? I don't even know. Come on. I'm never going to solve this question now because I literally don't know what I can do. Come on. Did I put the wrong number of zeros? Well, let's see if I put the wrong number of zeros. Did I put the wrong number of zeros? Let's see here. equity, debt, minus cash. Guess what? I don't think I even used the price to earnings ratio for this question. Is that something missing or something? I didn't use that question. Or maybe I did. Okay, fine. Wait, no, I don't think I did. I don't think that's even related to this question. I will retype it to make sure I put the right number of zeros in. Done. First, you do market value of equity. It is 5.25 billion, so that's 5,250,000,000. 000,000. Then you add the total debt, 5 billion, 5 billion, 0,000,000, 0,000,000, 0,000. And then whatever other financial claims, they didn't mention anything like that, so I'm assuming it's there's nothing. Why would there be something? Now you subtract the cash and equivalents, 330 million, 300,000, 000. Then you do that number divided by the E, right? It's literally in the name. Divided by 3 billion. 3,000,000,000, 0,000,000, 0,000. I got the same answer. I hate my life. Come on. Oh, you know what? No, I don't think it will actually tell you the answer. If you submit the assignment, will it show you the right answer? That is the question. That is a very good question to ask. And okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attempt to submit the assignment, and then when I submit it, maybe it'll show me the correct answer. And then I can just put the correct, I can redo the entire assignment and put the correct answer in. So let's see if they're just an idiot about how to round numbers. No. Okay. How many zeros are in my answer? I got 9 trillion. Oh wait, no, I got 9 billion. 9.92 billion for the EV. Okay, fine, I'll look at the textbook one last time. Who cares? Me. So the way they solved it is they didn't just tell you the numbers for this particular one. They actually used sub numbers. They said market value of equity is equal to something times something. Well, what the heck are they doing there? That's part of it. So for Mark, okay, did they explain what they did? Oh, did they explain? Did they explain anything? No, they didn't. Oh, nice. They say it includes long-term debt plus short-term interest-bearing debt. Well, they already told us total debt. It doesn't matter. You know what's hilarious? Where did they get market value of equity? How did they? Where are the numbers that they? Where are they taking the numbers from, anyways? I love how they're just taking numbers and they don't even say where they're coming from. Where is the number? What's 50? What's 2306? I don't know if that's even related to what we're doing. I don't know if there's. They say what the price to earnings ratio is, but you're not even using that to solve the question, unless there's. Or maybe you are? No. Why would they tell you price to earnings ratio? That's not even part of the question. Wait, what's the market value of equity? Oh, maybe that's the reason it's wrong. Oh, funny. Ha 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 ha. Where's that? Where's market value of equity? Where's market value of equity? How do you find that? Oh, what's that? Yes. Do you just use the market to book ratio or something or other or whatever? I guess okay. Does that mean that if you do 2.4 times the book value of the stockholders' equity, you find the actual stockholders' equity? Fine, I'll do that. 525000000, that number. That's a giant number. So that giant number plus 5,500,000,000 minus 330,000,000, that giant number divided by 3,000,000,000,000. I got a different number this time. I got 5 And it seems to be a reasonable number, 5.76. Oh my god. I figured out how to do the question. Here's the issue I was dealing with. Okay, here's the reason why I did it wrong the first time. I assumed that the market value of stockholders' equity was the same as the book value, but no, it's not. What you do is you multiply the market to book ratio multiplied by the book value, and you figure out that, and then you do the calculation. Good for me, I'm so smart. It's already 3:41. I love long questions. Or they say it's from 4-1, but it's probably not. Okay. Data for Berry Computer Company and its industry averages follow. The firm's debt is priced at par. I don't even know what that means. Yes! Oh, it means that the market value of its debt equals its book value. Wow. Since dollars are in thousands, number of shares are shown in thousands too. Everything is shown in thousands. Nice. Ten to the 10 to the 10 to the 10. Google times. Then you do that number. Then it's that. Wait, why did I write book value equals 125? Oh, I did that entire question without writing it down, except for that. Now, what you're supposed to do is do the ratio, the indicated ratios. Ooh, lots of work. I love doing tons of work. Now we will do the current ratio. What is the current ratio? Oh, I love that there's nothing. Oh. It is equal to CA over CL. I will now hope I remember what those stand for. What is CA? That number
What is CL? That number. $39 divided by 19. Did I say 39 or 35? 35 divided by 19 is equal to 1.84. What is the quick ratio? Huh. We have CA minus inventories divided by CL. We already know the first two numbers, but we need the third number, which is inventories. Oh, we found the number. So, all we have to do is use the same equation, except minus 223200. And then the answer is 25 divided by 19. Oh. Why is it such nice numbers? 1.32. Nice. Now we will find days sales. Wait, what is it? Calculation is based on a 365 day a year. Oh my gosh, good job. What is days sales outstanding? Well, let's look it up. By the way, we're going to have to memorize all these equations now before taking our exam because it's a respondus test. I'm going to probably message the professor to ask if it's open book, but I highly doubt it's going to be open book because we're using respondus. Okay. It's equal to this or this. Actually, their equation sucks. Well, it's not that bad. Okay, so equation is kind of nice. Here's what we're going to do. We can move the 365. This divided by this means you just have the 365 in the numerator. I don't know why they had to write it such a stupid way. So it's actually 365 REC. I'm just going to write REC divided by annual sales. I'm just going to write S sales. Oh man. So let's type it in. 365. Now you multiply by receivables. Okay, receivables. I thought it was supposed to be average receivables. Well, receivables is equal to 390,600. And then sales is equal to 1,800,000. And the answer should be equal to a fraction. I'm going to have to type it again to get the actual decimals. 15,841 divided by 200. 79.21. Ooh, that's a lot different than the industry average. Oh, gosh. That better be correct. You know what? I'm checking my work. Just to make sure. It was correct. It was that much different. I got a message. Really? Okay, thankfully my teammate's fine with doing the second part. He says he doesn't care either way.
Okay, so it's not really a burden for him to do the second burden. It would have been a burden for me, or maybe it's a burden. It's more of a burden than he realizes because you have to kind of read the textbook and, well, we're supposed to read the textbook anyways, so, but still. So, what is industry turnover? Okay, why am I yelling? Because I'm mad at how long this is taking. What is what's inventory turnover? Inventory turnover is equal to sales divided by inventories. I don't even need to write it down. Why would I write it down? Sales divided by inventories. What is sales? Sales is 1,800,000. Inventories. We already know that. It's that one. 223. 200. 8.06. Total assets turnover. Sales divided by total assets. Wow. 1,800,000. What is total assets? 1,160,000. 1.61. Profit margin. Hello? Where's net income divided by sales. Well, where's the net income? Right there. 31,951. Sales 1,800,000. 0.02. Oh, they put it in a percentage. 1.78. 1.78. What is return on assets? It's probably net income divided by total assets, I think. Yeah, some of these are self-explanatory. Like all the return ones are just net income divided by stuff. Net income. 31,951 divided by this 1,160,000. We got 2.86%. What about the return on equity? It's probably the net income divided by equity. Yes. So 31,951. We have 457,560. We got 6.98%. What about the return on invested capital? It's actually EBIT times 1 minus T divided by total invested capital. Thankfully, I have that written down already on this piece of paper, so I don't have to look at it. Now let's look at what EBIT is. EBIT is equal to 72,000. What is the tax rate? The tax rate is 40%. What is the total invested capital? Is debt plus equity? Debt plus equity, yeah. Here's the fun part. What is they mean by debt is so great. It's not total liabilities. Oh, it's actually, they don't like to include this one. Ha ha. Do they include other current liabilities? No, I think they just include notes payable to bank and long-term debt. It better not include anything else. 100, 440 plus 234 360. It's going to be fun if this is wrong. 12.90. Watch it be wrong. I love getting things wrong and then not knowing why. Everything is great. Let's include other liabilities in the answer and see if that makes it right. I highly doubt it, though. So, yay. God. Oh, I'm stupid. I didn't include common equity. Idiot. Maybe that's the reason why it's wrong. It's you add 457 560. Now I have the right answer. 5.45. It better be right. Otherwise, he wins. Okay. Times interest earned is equal to, I don't know. Oh, I think it's a complicated equation. It's actually actually there is a complicated equation for it, but the corporate finance book is nice and gives us an easier equation. Oh, never mind, it's not easier because the other equation I was using was net income minus interest divided by interest. Well, guess what? Net income minus interest is equal to, or maybe it was plus interest, I can't remember. If you add interest, you get EBI, but I guess we were not taking into account taxes or something. Dang. Okay, EBIT divided by interest. Wow, EBIT is equal to that. Interest is 18,749. Now we get 3.84. Now what's that to total capital? Wow. Is total capital equal to total Okay, so is there a difference between total invested capital and total capital? Yay! I don't know the answer to that question. Yay! What am I looking for again? Debt to total capital. Maybe I didn't write it down because I was like, oh, that's easy. All you do is the debt divided by total capital. Oh, guess what? You don't know what the word total capital means. Oh, it's right here. It's total debt plus equity. Guess what? They don't use the word debt the same way that the word liability is used. So therefore, I already calculated debts. So it's 100440 plus 234360 plus 457560. Wait, I just realized the debt is the first two numbers, and then everything else is the last. 10,440 plus 234360. That's all the debt. Now you do the same thing and then add the common equity. 10,440 plus 234360 plus 457560. 30 divided by 71 is 42.25%. Seems to be a similar number, so it's got to be right. You got to be right. This is such a long question. What about the market to book ratio? Huh. How do you figure that out? Come on. Guess what? This is the market value. Wait just 1 second. Okay, I think I know how to do the question. First, you find the book value per share. So you do the common equity divided by... Wait. Nice. This is a soundtrack composed by one person, but it's shorter than the other. It's already 4 o'clock. I've been trying to do homework ever since basically about 12 or 1 o'clock. Okay, so here's what happened. I got up at 8, ate breakfast, took a shower, and then like 15 minutes after I finished taking the shower, I had to drive Chloe to work and then came back, and then I basically uploaded the videos from yesterday. Then I made a vlog about today's homework, which took 20 minutes. And then I felt like eating lunch instead of starting on my homework. So then I ate lunch and then came back. And by the time I started on the homework, it was basically already 1 o'clock. How? What the heck? How does time get wasted? Well, the book, if you do common equity divided by shares outstanding, you do 457. $560 divided by 45756 10 is the book value. Multiply the book value times the multiplier. Oh no. No, what you're supposed to do is solve for the multiplier, not use the multiplier to solve for something else. So you do the market value divided by book value. The market value is 14, so 14 divided by 10 is 1.4. What? Why do they have a percentage here? That's not right. It's not supposed to be a percentage. It's supposed to be a ratio. The market value. What the heck is this? Isn't the market value always supposed to be bigger than, or their stinking percentage doesn't make any sense. I'm going to put 1.4 and see what happens. It should be 140%. So okay, fine, I'll put 140%. Jeez. But that seems. Why would they use a percentage? Maybe they just accidentally put a percentage sign there and it was incorrect. That's not how it's supposed to be. Okay, they're idiots because they put a percentage sign when there's not supposed to be a percentage sign. It's not 1.4%. It's 140%. It's 1.4. Fail. What is price to earnings ratio? The market price divided by the earnings per share. So they already gave you that stuff. They say they only get 69 cents. 0.69829 is equal to 20.05. What? It's not supposed to be percent. Why? Wait. Why the heck are they doing these stupid things where they add a percent sign when it's not supposed to be a percent sign? Why are they doing that? They're dumb. They are dumb. Okay, what is EV? This thing took forever all this time. Okay. How do you calculate EV? I, T, D, A. Ooh. They don't show you the direct number. Ha ha ha. So what is EB? ITDA. It's literally faster to Google it than to look it up in the textbook, so except maybe not because I was about to say maybe not because my internet sucks. Ha! But no, I have to use the internet. Do you add depreciation to it? And then add amortization? Yeah, I think you do. You add depreciation and amortization. I don't even know how to pronounce it. How do you pronounce that? Like, I literally don't know how to because my professor has an accent, so he probably says it wrong. Amortization. Oh, come on. Please.
Amortization.
There's two.
Amortization. Amortization.
It says amortization. Wait. Amortization is another pronunciation here.
Amortization. Amortization. Amortization.
Amortization. They say the second pronunciation in this pronunciation. This is a very important part of my life.
Amortization.
What the? Ooh. What's the most viewed video? This is the greatest way to search for it. I'm going to search for it by the YouTube. And then watch the most viewed video. Nice. I don't really use this count to watch videos. This is not an indication of what types of videos I watch. Ha. So anyways, let's see. The most viewed video is a video explaining what is amortization. And then a pronunciation video is the second most viewed video. So
amortization. 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 Amortization.
It's either amortization.
Amortization.
It's either amortization or amortization. So apparently both of them are correct. Funny. I bet it lost my place in my homework assignment. That'd be funny if I had to redo every single question again. Ha ha ha! Wait, that's not my homework assignment. Yes! I love everything. Did it save my stuff? You do EBIT plus depreciation plus amortization. Why is it the pronunciation amortization? Amortization, it's either amortization with a D sound, even though it's a T, or it's amortization. Indirect. They don't have amortization in here. Nice one! They don't have it. They don't have it in here, so therefore I'm going to assume they just don't want you consider amortization. And then they're like, oh, it's wrong. So anyways, we're going to assume that it is equal to that. Now, EV is equal to a bunch of crap. So what is it? Oh, this is going to be great to figure this out. What you have to do, stupid stuff you have to do is multiply everything by the ratio, the market to book ratio, which we found already. What is the stinking market value of equity? Well, it's the common equity 457,560 times your market to book ratio, which you already found to be, guess what? It's 140%. Ha! Not 1.4%. Oh, damn it. You multiply by 1.4, and then that's the answer for that one. Now, what about debt? Well, they love to say that your debt is equal to your notes payable to bank, which is 100,440. Wait, I don't think you might multiply that by the ratio. You just assume they're the same for that one, I think. 100 plus 100,440 plus 234,360. So that number, and then subtract the cash and equivalents to cash. Well, that just assume it's all under cash, and that's 167,400. So you do this plus this minus 167,400, and then you do that number you just got there divided by the EBIT thing you already did earlier. So it's going to be that number. And I got a number of 4.99. So you better be right. Dang it. You better be right. But it probably will not, because oh my gosh, it was right. But they keep using percent signs when you're not supposed to. So stop being dumb. So now we have tons of stuff. Yes. Now construct the DuPont equation. Well, what is the profit? I just spit. What is the profit margin? I think it's the net income divided by the sales. Whoa. Did they do the percent thing correctly this time? Yes. 1.78. Wait, I think I already calculated this. I am stupid. Maybe I already calculated all three of these things. So total asset turnover is 1.61. So thank goodness I actually already did this. What is that? Oh no, we don't know. What is the equity multiplier? Well, it's equal to total assets divided by total common equity. So We have gotten the number 2.44. So, what you do? Huh? How are you supposed to calculate the industry? Well, whoa! What is this question? Why? How are you supposed to calculate the industry that? What? What? Oh, I know how you're supposed to calculate it. You are supposed to do the total assets divided by total common equity. Wait! Just a second. Here's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to take the industry ROE divided by the industry ROA. Ooh, funny. Okay. What is the industry ROE? It is 7.76%. What is the industry ROA? It's 3.18%. So you figure out it's 2.44%. I mean 2.44 times. Wait, what? It's the same as what I got? Wait, that can't be right. Oh, it is the same. Wow, what? Now we are going to analyze this. Okay. The firm's days sales outstanding ratio is comparable to the industry average. Let's see if that's right. That is incorrect because, whoa, they're way different. The days sales outstanding ratio is more than twice as long as industry average. I think that is right. If you do 37 times 2, it's 74. So maybe it's B. Let's just assume 2 is correct and then see if that is correct. Haha. It was. Now we will read the whole thing to see what I was supposed to know besides the fact that the firm's days sales outstanding ratio is more than twice as long as the industry average. And I think that's a bad thing, maybe? I don't know. It doesn't have to be bad. So, indicating that the firm should tighten credit or enforce a more stringent collection policy. Wait just a minute. The total assets turnover ratio is well below the industry average. So sales should be increased, assets decreased, or both. The company's profit margin is higher than the industry averages. Other profitability ratios are low compared to the industry. Net income should be higher given the amount of equity, assets, and invested capital. Finally, its market value ratios are below industry averages. The company seems to be in an average liquidity position, and financial leverage is similar to others in the industry. Funny. Suppose Barry had doubled its sales. Okay, these questions just don't even make. So some of these answers just don't make logical sense, which means they're wrong. Like, why would they even include those? Like, the first question just doesn't make logical sense. I'm gonna guess 2. Nice. It says if 2018 represents a period of supernormal growth for the firm, ratios based on this year will be distorted, and a comparison between them and industry averages will have little meaning. Potential investors who look only at 2018 ratios will be misled, and a return to normal conditions in 2019 could hurt the firm's stock price. My God, that took forever. It's been, well, including the stuff I did earlier, but it's been almost 4 hours of doing homework today. Please tell me I got 100%. It says 100% right there. Lag is lag, 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 lag. I wonder if the act of recording for so many hours in a row causes lag. It's possible that does cause lag, because I think that's what's happening now. If the longer you're recording for a session here, the laggier your computer gets. That seems to be the case. That took such a long time. I think that's going to be the hardest. And guess what? That was only 5 stinking questions. Well, like, one of the questions had like 5 billion sub-questions in it, so I'm going to ask the professor, just so I don't forget, let's actually show the video of me sending the message. Okay, now I have to defend myself for not saying the person's name. Maybe I should just say professor. Okay, fine. I will say his name in this greeting and ask him if we just study the homework, is that enough to do well on the test? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt that's the case. I don't know if it's even worth asking that question. I'm not going to ask that question because it just seems pointless. Please show my grade. I completed it. I completed the homework assignment. Why isn't it showing a 5 out of 10? Hello? Show my stinking grade. Show my grade. I already did it. if it doesn't show it well, it was due today, so if it doesn't show it and then it doesn't submit, then I'm gonna have to message my professor and be like, hello, I did the assignment, why is it not working? Well, not exactly like that. I hate